in open fields of wildflowers. She breathes the air and flies away. She thanks to Jesus for the daisies and the roses.
My name is Tony Fries, and I started attending probably about 13 years ago, around 1996. One morning I just woke up and I really felt this need to worship, and I had been without a church home for a while, and so I just opened a phone book and found Westwood, and I called and found out I had enough time to get over here, and so I did. And I was college age at the time, and I was alone, and so kind of walking in, I was feeling a little nervous and intimidated, but right away when I got in, it felt so welcoming and just right. It was such a right fit, and Westwood has been home ever since. Westwood has just shaped my life in so many ways. Like I said, I came here college age and alone, and really just developed some friendships right off the bat, and then met my husband here, so that was incredible. And that was all when we were in the Commons area. The true joy and love that we felt from the other people in this church has been incredible. We just always felt that everybody had open arms for us. I got connected with a small group right away, and those friendships have lasted through moving away and coming back, and just really being held accountable by those friends, and being held accountable as a mom and a wife and a child of God, and being held accountable in my faith. Working with the Faith Forward Project has been really incredible, just to see how people have caught on to the vision of where Westwood can go, and just making room for more people to be able to call Westwood home and be a part of it here. So it's been really neat to just see from the concept, from us starting these meetings a couple years ago of how this church is going to grow and how are we going to relay the message and get people on board. And just seeing people capture that vision through the hard hat tours and kind of walking through the empty space and having questions and excitement over that, and now just to see it's done, and we're here, and there's just room for so many people, and it's really neat to see.
We're Paul and Cindy Johnson, and we started attending Westwood, we believe it was about September of 1997.
The first time we came was actually 2 weeks after, or a week after I came. Cindy was gone on a weekend at a women's retreat, and her parents had left a bulletin from church here at our house, and it sat in our kitchen on the fridge for probably a good 3 months before we finally decided, let's go try it. And I thought, let's do something different. Mom's gone, so we had teenage kids at the time, and I said, we're going to church. So we headed here, we sat in the back, which is different for us. We usually sit in the front, but we sat in the back, and the kids loved it. I loved it. I felt like the Bible talk was talking to me, not at me, like so many other churches I've been to. So a week later,
then I came. And I had the same feeling about Westwood. It was so welcoming, and Steve was just so excited, and I knew right away that this was the church that we were going to continue to come to.
The Commons was the only part of the church that was here. The Commons, the old kitchen, the bathrooms were actually behind the old kitchen. The bathrooms on the other side of the Commons weren't here, so really it was the Commons, small office, and a couple of offices upstairs. So I think there were about 70 people at the church at the time when we first came. For me, the way Westwood's really changed me is it's grounded me in my faith. I would say, well, you never know. Westwood brought me back to a faith. It brought me back to a walk with God where I had strayed. And coming into this place, feeling so at home, having Bible talks that spoke to me, not at me, that I felt like, wow, I'm really getting something from this. There's something I can take from my time here at this church, and I can apply it to my life directly and immediately. It just really has grown me in my faith and given me an opportunity to have a closer walk with God again. Westwood is just an amazing place. And I think what I really appreciate about it is through all the changes that we've had, we haven't lost the vision. We are really continuing here to be all about bringing people to the Lord and building them up in the Lord, because that's what we're called to do. And we haven't forgotten that, and I think that's amazing.